Kentucky basketball is experiencing a moment of duality this season, a conundrum that challenges even the most seasoned analysts. Under Mark Pope, the Wildcats have shown flashes of greatness, but also moments of weakness that leave fans and critics with a mix of hope and frustration. When Pope says Kentucky is a good team, the statement is not false, but it also doesn't tell the whole story. What we have is a team capable of taking down giants, but one that still struggles to maintain the consistency necessary to be considered a true contender for the national title. The Wildcats' SEC season has started off unevenly, with ups and downs that reflect both the potential and limitations of this group. The impressive victories over top 10 teams are a testament to Pope's talent and ability to prepare his team for the big challenges. The win over Duke, then ranked number 6 in the country, was an early milestone that put Kentucky on the national radar. Duke, now ranked number 2 in the net rankings, remains one of the most respected teams in college basketball, and a triumph over the Blue Devils was a clear sign that the Wildcats have what it takes to compete at the highest level. Another highlight was the thrilling win over Gonzaga, one of the most consistent and feared programs in the country. The tight 90-89 score showed that Kentucky can not only compete, but also overcome elite opponents in games decided in the final minutes. The rivalry with Louisville was also maintained with a convincing victory, a result that always resonates deeply with fans regardless of the ranking. Additionally, victories over Florida, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, and Tennessee reinforced the idea that this team can indeed make a deep run in the NCAA tournament. However, for every brilliant victory, there is a loss that leaves fans scratching their heads. The losses to Clemson, Ohio State, Georgia, Vanderbilt, and Arkansas expose an inconsistency that has been Kentucky's Achilles heel this season. Losing to a struggling Ohio State in the Big Ten by 20 points was a blow, as was losing to Georgia, a sub-.500 team in the SEC. These results not only tarnish the Wildcats' record, but also raise questions about their ability to maintain focus and intensity against supposedly inferior opponents. Kentucky's current net rankings have it at number 19, which keeps it in the NCAA tournament conversation, but far from the elite group that dominates discussions about potential champions. At 4-4 in the SEC, the Wildcats are tied for number 8 in the conference, a ranking that doesn't match the historical expectations of a program that was once synonymous with college basketball dominance. If the tournament started today, Kentucky would likely be looking at a number 5 or number 6 seed, which isn't bad, but it's also not good enough for a team aiming for the top. The big question for Kentucky is whether they can overcome their inconsistencies and find the stability needed to make a serious run in March. The talent is there, as demonstrated in wins over Duke, Tennessee, and Florida. However, until they can shake off the inexplicable losses, this team's ceiling remains uncertain. Mark Pope has the challenge of transforming a good team into a great team, and that transition will require tactical adjustments, improved defense, and, most importantly, a winning mentality that doesn't allow for slip-ups against weaker opponents. Mark Pope's Kentucky is indeed a good team. They have the tools to beat anyone on any given night, but they also have flaws that prevent them from cementing themselves as a dominant force. By the standards of a program like Kentucky, good may not be enough. The season is still ongoing, and there is still time for the Wildcats to correct course. How do you think the team will progress? Let us know in the comments.